How's it going, guys? So I think it is day 13th. Yeah, 13 of the cut. Yeah, today was a good day. I actually didn't eat too much today. I did have a lot of calories. I just didn't eat. Well, let's put it this way. I ate a lot of calories, but not a whole lot of food. Because, well, I still didn't go over, right? So, when in like, so I don't know. So it kind of sucked because it kind of like I didn't eat more food, so and I didn't hit my protein goals, but it's okay. So we're at 1999 for calories for the day. Only 137 grams of protein, which I need to get that. That should have been way up. 202 grams of carbs and 68 grams of fat. So for this morning, I literally had a breakfast that was 473 calories, and then snacks was just 390, and then my dinner was 1,136, and most of that was because, as you can see, I have a new table here in the van. I got Butcher Block and I put together this table in here and this like counter so I could do video editing, play games on it, and so I was mostly focused on doing that today, and so I didn't really eat throughout the day, and didn't really hydrate well, so that's gonna affect the pump. So right now I'm gonna get some hydration in, and my pre-workout I decided to do a whole bottle of water with my pre just to help hydrate me some more. So here's just some of the stuff that I take. I take creatine. I take the EcoVision creatine. It tastes really good. It's the pink lemonade. Lately I got on this Ghost All Out. I like Ghost products. I'm not sponsored by them. I just really like their product, like their hydration. I also use Liquid IV, but right now I don't have room for calories, so this is a 0 calorie drink, hydration, and so that is why I'm drinking that right now as well, because I don't have calories left, right? So, but yeah, so for dinner, so it was like after I completed all this, and then I was like, oh man, like I realized I haven't had anything for dinner, and I'm like, I'm really craving Five Guys. Now, if you look on Five Guys nutrition, it's a lot of calories. Like the large fry for them is like, I think it was like 1,300 calories, and then the burger, like the cheeseburger, not the little cheeseburger, the regular cheeseburger was like 900 and something calories. So what I did was I got the little fries and a little cheeseburger, and didn't put mayo on it. Just put what I should have done was remove their buns and put my keto buns on there, because their buns are almost 300 calories. And I just got grilled mushrooms, grilled onions, and pickles. And that's pretty much it, and cheese. Now, to make that a little bit more low calorie, if I was filling up to it, I was just feeling lazy. Just really lazy, and just like, man, I want something quick. I could have put, just got the little hamburger and then put my own cheese on it, and just put bunless and then created it my own way and just throw like my own cheese on it, my own buns, and all that stuff. Would have made it a lot lower calories, but I was lazy and I was trying to be quick because I was working on this project all day. So this is really nice the way it turned out. It is almost 8 o'clock here. I was hoping the gym would be completely dead, but it's not. For some reason, there's a lot of people here. Normally, there's not a lot of people here on a Saturday night, so that's really surprising. Yeah, so the cut's going good. Clothes are getting even looser. Like, now I'm gonna have to buy a new belt. Pants are, my shorts are falling down on me. My ones that I was just wearing, my khaki ones, they're falling down on me. Those are all good signs. And as you guys can see the title, we've been slowly losing. I think if I would have weighed myself This, or if I weighed myself tomorrow morning, I might be even way lower because I didn't hydrate very well today. So focusing on this project, I should have still hydrated during that process because now it's gonna affect the pump. It's gonna affect my workout. Like right now, I'm so tired, and a lot of it has to do with lack of sleep last night, which is gonna affect everything. And then um, that wasn't really my fault though. The lack of sleep was nightmares and waking up, and they freaking suck, man. I'll wake up with nightmares all through the night, and I take a muscle relaxer and all this stuff, and yeah, it just doesn't help, and I still just wake up with nightmares, and I'll just lay there, and I won't get on my phone, I won't do anything, but I'll just lay there, and then my mind, I'll finally fall back to sleep, but then I'll have another nightmare, and I'll wake back up. So just really tired. Maybe I should have took a nap instead of working on this, but I needed to get this done so that I can video edit in here, play games, fix food on here. So it's Butcher Block. So now I'll be able to fix food up on here and all that stuff as well. Cook. So I'm not having to cook in my mom's. Yeah, yeah, just that stuff. So yeah, like I said, didn't hydrate very well. That's gonna affect everything as well, performance. So make sure you're hydrating. Um, Guys, just make sure you guys are just hitting your calories. Just make sure you're staying under calorie limit. If you're bulking, go hit 5,000 calories a day. If you're cutting, just stay under. We got this. If I can do it, you guys can do it. I've been addicted to food for such a long time, and so like ever since I was little, I was an emotional eater. I'm addicted to it as I go to it for comfort. And I've seen comments where people are like, "Oh, why don't they go to comfort, or why don't they just eat tons of bananas and eat?" It's just, I don't know. It's just that's not how it really works. You kind of get addicted to all the processed stuff, and you get like dopamine off of it. I would think. I don't know. I felt like it gave me dopamine, and it was like, oh, I love that flavor in my mouth and all that stuff, and it just brought me comfort to just eat a bunch of snacks, candy, drink soda. Like when I was 16, I didn't even really eat that much. I just would drink a 12 pack of regular soda a day. So, you know, my gosh, that was a lot of calories now that I think about it. I'd be sitting there drinking a 12 pack of Mountain Dew while playing World of Warcraft. So, to that extent, it's just like food can be addiction, and it can also be, if you're an emotional eater, it could just really spiral out of control like it has for me. It happens, but right now we're on the right track, and if for some reason we relapse and one day we eat a tons of food, we're not going to let that affect us long-term goals, right? We're going to go ahead and try to get right back on track and all that stuff. So we're going to try not to let it spiral out of control, because for me, what I would do is I'd get down in weight, then I'd have cheat meals, or a cheat meal, but then a cheat meal would turn into cheat months and almost cheat years. And so this time around, I'm going to be very wary of that. And I don't really look at it as cheat meals anymore, because honestly, in my opinion, there's really no bad food. It's when you go over calories is what makes it bad, right? So you can take, for example, with me right now, with how obese I am and everything, all my blood work and everything's really amazing. And I'm still eating sugar, I'm still eating processed junk food, but I'm staying under my calories. So I think that has a lot to do with it. As long as you're not eating in a big surplus of that stuff, then you should be fine. A lot of people give Sam Sulek a hate for it, but he will eat a lot of junk and processed foods and sweets. But as long as you're doing it for maybe a month or two during your bulk, and then you cut back on that stuff during your cut, I think it's fine. Moderation, man. Just moderation. And don't listen to all the haters out there that are going to try to tell you what to do on that stuff. And it's like, man, just screw that shit. Like if you want some freaking ice cream, man, get some freaking ice cream. Just stay in your calorie limits. If you want a donut, grab a freaking donut. Instead of getting a whole dozen donut, just get one donut for 350 calories. Put that in your macro tracker, boom, there you go. At the end of the day, then you'll be like, okay, was that donut worth it? Now that it's nighttime and I want to eat some ice cream, maybe it wasn't. But at that time you felt like it was. So just hold yourself accountable when you get closer to that end of night and don't eat that ice cream, which is hard to do. I say that, but I say it like it's easy, but it's really hard to do. I gotta get this pre down. Today we're gonna work on. They stop saying and blah blah. Today we're gonna work on shoulders. Should be a good shoulder day. I'm gonna go very light today. Not gonna go super heavy, but I am gonna still take it to failure. I feel like shoulders is another weak point for me on what exercises I know how to do and what to do. So I would like to, you know what? Maybe sometime I would like to get with someone and learn some more workout routines and stuff for certain body movements like shoulders, and just because I don't know too many shoulder workouts, but my shoulders are still pretty big. So I'll probably work on traps today. I haven't worked on traps for a while, so I think it's time to train those a little bit so we don't lose those. But yeah, man. Let me get this pre down. We're going to get in there and start this workout. Alright, did my warm up sets. I think I'm going to go with. Let's see. I'm going to go with 65s. It's the highest I'll probably go on these. I used to be able to do 80s on these ones as well. But with the cut, I can't do 80s anymore. So I'm going to just do 65s to failure. If this audio sounds weird, it's because I have to mess with it because of the music. There we go. Alright, let's do 3 or 4 more sets of this and be done on this movement. Alright, so I'm just going to do some basic shrugs. And we're going to do, let's go with the hundreds. Oof, that's heavy. Alright, back onto the next shoulder workout. I just threw some shrugs in there. Alright, this one gets like it's just a good stretching one too on the shoulders, but I remember having troubles with like my shoulders or rotator cuffs. I do this. It seems to help. Do this like 3 more times and move on. Alright, so on the Smith machine, I do 2 45s on each side and just do pull ups like this for my just shrugs. And then I'll come here, I'll take a 25 and work out my shoulders. And then I'll move over here, start doing shrugs. So simple, easy shrugs. Can't zoom out, so you got to deal with close up. That's probably a bad idea. Let's do this. Let's actually do it this way. Hopefully you guys can see the back. I've already done a few sets, so felt pretty easily on that one. I'm going to keep sitting here doing this for about 3 more sets. Then I might be done with shoulders. My shoulders are pretty worked good right now. Same with traps. Here's another thing I'll do. I don't know. It's almost like I'm supersetting. Just keep going and failure. Move to the next movement. Take either 45s or 25s. Probably should do 45s. This is pretty lightweight for me. 25s. But if it's not for you, or 25s aren't light for you, don't be discouraged. Just push them. Some failure. Now switch to next movement. These. I went down to 10 on these. I might go down to 10 on these again. Just because I feel like I'm kind of swinging more and kind of like going like this. That's not really good for your back. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm felling. Whew, that burns. I can't do any more of those. And then go to 45s. Time for more shrugs. I don't know. You can already tell that I lost fat. I lost a little bit of muscle too already. If the sound sounds weird, it's because I have to muff it because of the sound overhead or I'll get copyrighted. Alright, next workout. Or next movement, I should say. Alright guys, so I went to try to go do more. Honestly, my shoulders are dead, so I don't want to do any more. I don't think I can. Alright, we're going to check this out, what we look like without the shirt. Let me let's get some zoomed in there. I don't know how that's going to look, to be honest. Megan's not with me right now. She's doing deliveries. I can feel, I don't know if you guys can see it already. I can see it. We're definitely losing fat. I can also see, let's get this shit up. I can see it. Yeah. We're definitely looking better. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, I think you guys can see pretty good. We're definitely might have lost some muscle. I don't know if I've lost muscle, to be honest, but shoulders look good. Traps are looking good. Arms look good. You can tell. So like, if you go back and watch some of my other videos, my beard is all crazy. So I can tell I lost fat here. I've lost some like in here and right here. I'm not too sure about like my back because I can't see my back. Megan says she thinks I lost some back there, but I don't know. I do feel like I lost some muscle though. Or just like my pumps are not as intense. Well, I don't know. My traps right now look huge. I don't know if you guys can see my traps. I got a pretty sick trap pump going right now. Let me see. See. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me go up here. I don't know, this lighting. Yeah. My traps are pumped. My shoulders are pumped too. I can see my shoulders pumped too. But man, we just gotta keep going. We're gonna get our goal in no time. I see, if I keep going the way I am, I'm thinking, what do we got? April, May, June, maybe June? Maybe May, June? I might be getting close down to like 220 or even further, maybe closer to like 210. But, yeah, looks awesome. Just gotta keep going. I hope some of you guys that are watching, you do this with me. Let's lose weight together. I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments. Some of the comments I've been seeing are nothing but positive stuff. Like, you're motivating me, and oh man, I love that. I love seeing the people getting motivated. That's one of the reasons why I started this. It was like, don't be embarrassed if you're fat. You know, it is what it is. Now it's time to get that fat off. You can do it like how I did it. You can keep eating whatever you want and just start lifting weights. Try to get muscle under there, under your fat, and then come down. Or you could just start losing that fat. If it's like if you're like a real beginner, you're gonna gain like beginner muscle anyways. So maybe it would be good. Just start hitting the gym, getting that calorie deficit, and I bet you'll grow muscle. Man, those shoulders look pretty good right now too. I just need to get better at like shoulder workouts. Like I said, I didn't do too many, but I mean, they work for me. I mean, my shoulders don't look bad, but maybe I'll get with someone too that will help me learn more shoulder stuff. Let's get this shirt back on before we start attracting all the bears in the kitchen. All the bears will start coming in. So funny story is one time I got called a bear in the kitchen. And I didn't know what that meant until I looked it up. Take it as a compliment. But yeah, we're getting this weight off. We're definitely losing the fat. I did my cardio this morning, 30 minutes. I had to split it though. So I did bike for 20 minutes. My ankle was just getting super irritated. So I went to treadmill and did uphill walking for 10 minutes. My ankle was still a little irritated, but for some reason it was easier on my ankle than the sit down bicycle. Like the one where you're like, it has like the back seat and butt. Like, I don't know, I can't do that one. I gotta be sitting. You know, I used to do a Peloton when I was losing a lot of weight before I got hurt at work. Wish I could start doing Peloton again, but I don't know, man. It was like, so I had dropped down before I got hurt. I dropped down, I think it was like to 225. Didn't really have any muscle on me though, like I do now. And I was doing the Peloton all the time. Like I was doing 30 minutes to an hour of Peloton before work every morning. And I had to drive to downtown Denver. It was like a 45-minute drive. And then I got hurt. Couldn't do anything, got depressed again, and just started eating my feelings away. It happens. We can't beat up ourselves. We can't beat ourselves up about it. It's the past, right? Let's look at the future. The future is we're gonna reach our goals. Yeah, man. What is this? They say 12. Yeah, day 12 is good. I think it was day 12, and it's going good. Some people, if you look at how I'm losing weight, we're only doing like what, a couple pounds a week so far. Well, not even. Well, yeah, maybe a couple pounds a week. I don't know. So it's slow progress, but that's good because that means I'm not starving myself. I'm not like taking my calories like to starving point where it's like, it's gonna be unrealistic because then I'm gonna just starve myself, and then also when I get down more, I'm just gonna go and eat tons of junk, and then my weight will go right back up. So I feel like we've been on a good, just like downhill like this, slow, and that's what we want. Like I said, I do have permission from my doctor to go down to like 1,500 calories to try to lose 2 pounds or more a week. But I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think it's needed at this point. I like the path I'm on because like right now, I ate at like 5 o'clock, 5:30, and now it's almost 9 o'clock and I'm not even hungry. I'm not craving any food. Like I satisfied myself today. I ate what I was craving. So I was craving French fries and a burger. I ate that, made sure I stayed in that calorie deficit, and we're gonna still lose weight. Now, if I went over, just say for some reason I went over 200 pounds, or not 200 pounds, but 200 calories. That's not gonna make a big deal because we're gonna be still in that deficit, because when you go on and get your TDE calculator and you enter all your information, it does a 400 for your cut. It does about 400 or 500 calories. So as long as you're below that 400 or 500 calories, you're gonna still lose weight. I guess it's gonna be slower. But so like if you wanna do it, like if you wanna try to start at that, what your maintenance is, and then slowly cut down 100 each day, that might be a good way of doing it too. Like slowly cut your 100, like 100 each day until you get to that 400 or 500 range. You don't have to just jump straight and go, okay, I'm going straight. I was gonna say like something that was probably inappropriate. So my brain is, but let's try to keep this family friendly. So like if you were gonna just go all in, you don't really have to do that. You can just like, okay, here's my maintenance. I'm gonna do maintenance for a week and try to get my body and my stomach to shrink more, or just try to get my stomach to shrink more so I don't feel hungry. And then you can take the next week, okay, I'm gonna go 100 less. Next week, 100 less. Next week, 100 less. Really depends on how fast you wanna get there, right? If you have a wedding and you're like, man, I need to lose this much weight in this time, that's gonna be hard to do, but you can do that, right? You can shoot your calories way down and do it. I would just recommend to consult a doctor if you try to go super, super low, just so you're watched over, because your blood work and some things can happen in that situation where you'll end up in the hospital. So I've seen it. So I used to work in the hospitals. I was a security guard at a ER. I did mostly psych and some other stuff, and I used to have to fight patients all the time. Oh, I just lost my balance, my ankle. See, that's what happens with my ankle. I always thought it would be a psych patient that took me out, but it ended up being a set of stairs. That's how I tore my ligaments. But anyways, so, we'd get people in the ER that for some reason they just went to really low calories or just didn't want to eat. And they fainted or became really sick. So always consult with the doctor if you're going to go super low. and you want to be watched over during that time, like especially have family. Make sure you keep up on electrolytes. I think that's what has changed my game so much, especially with like weightlifting and stuff, is starting to drink like liquid IV or any electrolytes of your choice, to be honest. I don't really like Gatorade Zero, but I just don't feel like I get enough electrolytes like I do in these liquid IVs or these little packets. That has helped so much. Like I'll have one in the morning, and then I'll have one maybe around noon or whatever time it is, and then one before my lift. It really depends on how hydrated I am, but I recommend that too. Like look into electrolytes, because ever since I started taking electrolytes, I don't really have spasms in my leg anymore. I used to get really bad spasms because I have nerve damage from here down to my ankle, and I used to get really bad spasms in my calf. And ever since I started drinking more electrolytes, I don't get those spasms anymore. Sometimes I still get them at night if I don't take like a muscle relaxer and stuff, but that's just because that nerve is just going crazy sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. So just keep on going. We got this. I hope some of you guys out there that are watching, that you guys, guys or girls, you guys get the confidence. Well, not necessarily the confidence, but just the courage to go to the gym. I used to be 320 when I first got started. I know the anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety issues, but don't let that stop you. Like you'll have people in here that are cool and chill, and they'll assist you if you need help. They're not going to sit there and judge you. I'm going to be honest, maybe there are some people that will come in and judge, but when you got like people like Joey Swall and some other YouTubers and TikTokers out there trying to change that gym, I lost my thought. The gym mentality, I guess, gym culture. It's starting to become a lot less, I used to be scared to just even say, oh, hey, how's it going, man? And now I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? And just kind of, hey, I like your physique. You got a good physique, So, yeah. Tomorrow, I don't know what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I think arms tomorrow, so maybe we'll hit arms. I'm not going to do cardio in the morning because I'm going to try to get my sleep in tomorrow. Because last night I didn't sleep very well. I slept I want to say like 4 hours, 5 hours. So I'm really tired. So instead of forcing myself to get up super early tomorrow to do cardio, I'm going to skip cardio tomorrow to get that sleep in, because I have church pretty early in the morning tomorrow. They have a special event going on, so I got to be there at 9 a.m. instead of, instead of 12:30. So, yeah, skip cardio tomorrow. I'm not going to skip the lift though, because, I want that pump. I'm addicted to the pump. I love the pump. And another thing, a lot of the workouts you guys see me do on here and the heavy weights, like I didn't even film it. So when I was doing the shoulder presses like up, I went to 75s and I got them up 4 times and I struggled. Like I was like, but like people are going to say that's me ego lifting. Part of it, yes, but honestly, it's because I'm pushing myself and I want to push myself to the hardest. And I'm not afraid of injuries. I know people are like, what? You're not, no. And a lot of times you'll see me in certain exercises, I'm swinging a little more than what you're supposed to be doing. But honestly, some of those that I'm doing, it's okay to be a little bit out of control. Now, if it's certain workouts, then you really want to be in control. But some of the stuff I do, it's okay to be a little out of control from my experiences. And like I've talked to people in the gym that's had like a lot of experience in the gym. Like there's this one guy I talked to who has about 20 years of experience in the gym. He told me I was fine, and just, he just says, and the way I push myself, he says, it's a good thing. And he's like, yeah, you're risking injury, but he's like, man, you're just pushing yourself hard. Like, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put my mind to my muscle, and I'm just trying to push myself as hard as I can. You don't have to do that. I encourage you to push yourself hard, but you don't have to push yourself the way I'm doing it, because, you may risk injury. I don't know. I'm taking a risk on it, but I just want to push myself. If I did feel something, like say I was doing stuff and I felt like a little tweak, then I would stop and I wouldn't push it anymore, right? I would stop and be like, okay, I'm not going to do anymore. from what I was getting told and from what I was seeing, when people really push themselves hard like I'm doing, they'll feel a tweak and they keep going, and then that's when they get the injury. So as soon as I feel any little thing that's off, like I'm very in tune with my body. So anything I feel that is like off just even a little bit. So like say if I come in here tomorrow and I'm gonna do arms, right? And I go and I start doing my arms and I'm just like, something just doesn't feel right. Like I'm feeling weird in my biceps and I'm just like, something's weird. Like I'm feeling a little bit more pain, a little bit more soreness than normal. I won't do them. So, or I'll do them, but I won't go super heavy like I normally do. So then I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna make it more of a light weights, just a little bit more reps, and I'll let me see how I feel from there. And then if that doesn't feel good either, then I'll stop the workout and be like, okay, what else can I focus on that I'm not too sore right now and I'm not feeling any like weird out of the pain. So like when I was talking to you guys about my shoulder, when I was doing like some stuff like that, that's just because also I have a bad shoulder from when I played football. I landed on it weird. I broke my collarbone too when I was younger. So a lot of like my shoulder stuff is just, it's a little weird just because when I played football, I used to hit hard and man, it messed up my shoulders. So I don't that was back in the day when they taught us to lean with our helmet and lean with our shoulder and just, that probably shouldn't have, probably is what's causing me shoulder issues as I get older. Yeah, I think that's it, man. That's it for this workout. And we'll see you guys probably tomorrow for day 13. And we just got to keep this up. Unless today was day 13. I don't know. I got my days mixed up. I'll have to look at my calendar. But yeah, today I think we lose an hour of sleep tonight too. So that's why else I want to try to get to bed early and don't get up for cardio, because we also lose an hour of sleep tonight. So it's like, man, the struggle. I would say prioritize your sleep over morning cardio. So if it's like you're not going to get your 8 hours, if you go do your cardio, but if you don't go do your cardio, you're going to get your 8 hours, I would go ahead and skip that cardio and get your 8 hours. Then the next day, try to get to bed earlier. You know, it might be hard because I know some people have kids and all those things, and that plays a big factor in a lot of that stuff. But man, if you can just even try to get your kids to go to bed earlier and then you get to bed early, I know that's probably hard to do, but I don't know. Like my parents, when I was a kid, they'd give me NyQuil, knock me out, and then they'd go to the bar. So maybe don't give your kid NyQuil, but you know, it is what it is. So prioritize your sleep, prioritize electrolytes and hydration. Just get in the meals that you can and just stay under that calorie limit. I recommend trying to get as much protein as you can, but say if one day you're like, you know what, I'm craving cereal, I'm craving, a big bowl of Lucky Charms in the morning, for lunch, I want maybe some chicken nuggets, and then for dinner, maybe I want a Big Mac. Let's just say, for hypothetically. And let's say that's gonna keep you at your calories or under your calories, then do it. Just do it. You might be a little bit more hungry later at night, but just, oh well. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go in the van and get ready to go. And now Megan's here, little slacker. We have this little slacker. She missed the gym. But yeah, so I'm gonna go chill in the van, get ready for bed.